my darlings. My name is Victoria, and this is Veritas Tarot. Aries, I am going to be doing your October soulmate reading for you. I do apologise, it is a little late. I have been in the process of starting to move house, which is fantastic, but it's taking up a lot of my time. In addition, I've been doing quite a lot of personal readings, and I just haven't been able to give these readings the attention they deserve until now, so I do apologise. However, these readings, although I date record them, so it's easy for you to find and to see the latest one, they are timeless. So whenever you're meant to see these readings will be at exactly the right time for you, guided by spirit. If it does resonate, I would be so grateful if you would comment, like, share and subscribe. If it doesn't resonate, please don't try and make it fit. It simply means that the message wasn't for you at this time, and there will always be a message for you at exactly the right time, guided by spirit. So Pisces, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull energies for both you and your soulmate. Pisces, why did I say Pisces? Maybe we are, maybe you're dealing with a Pisces. Aries, I'm going to be pulling energies for both you and your soulmate, and what we're going to do is look at some of them side by side so we can get a very clear understanding about where both you and your soulmate are on your journey. I am just going to just close that because, okay. And then I'm going to be using the Tarot Illuminati for your soulmate, and for you, Aries, I'm going to be using the Golden Art Univo Tarot, and then I'm going to clarify with my lovely Spirit Song Tarot at the end. So Aries, let's see, this is where your soulmate is at this moment in time, their perceived state of mind, what they're thinking about in relationship with you, in the connection with you. Thank you. Aries soulmate, thank you, Spirit, thank you. So we've got the Seven of Wands has come out, which is a beautiful card in this Tarot Illuminati deck. What I'm feeling with this card is that they have a lot to say. They're feeling very, it's a combination of feeling defensive, protective, very determined as well. The wheel has been turning for them, so whatever that may mean to you. So with the wheel, whatever's meant to be happening is happening for a reason. So I feel like they're dealing with things from a space that's their higher self. They're dealing with things from a space at the moment that is from a place of understanding. It's from a place of clarity. It's from a place of truth. They are very protective of what you and they have, and they're prepared to kind of bash away anything that is negative that may be said about it. What I always see with this card is you've got here these other 6 wands all sort of pointing up, and so for me they're in a lower energy space. So whether there's been around them at this time, they're having to defend this relationship with you, or there's just been thoughts and opinions that have come from somebody else's own issues, because people always see things from their lens of life, and it's a very good thing to remember and observe that at all times. And so, but they're very, oh, and I have to apologize, I have 2 little dogs here, and one of them snores quite loudly, so I do apologize if you do hear a bit of snoring in the background. So that's where they are right now in their perceived state of mind with you. Let's have a look at where you are in relationship to them using my Golden Art Nouveau deck. Aries. Aries' perceived state of mind currently in relation to their soulmate. Thank you, Spirit. That wanted to come out, and that has come out. So you've got the Knight of Swords here. Can you see? This is very interesting. So both these energies are very about movement, about wanting to say something, wanting to say it from the right space. The Knight of Swords is also very determined. The Knight of Swords has fear attached to it. So it's that thing about rushing in. The Knight of Swords tends to have come from a battle. They've left a battle and they want to rush in and speak their truth, but there is fear attached. So whatever it is you want to say to your soulmate, you have some fear attached to that. And what Spirit wants to say here is that when you deal with things from your higher self, when you deal with things from your soul space, from your love space, from understanding, from peace, then the fear, it helps the fear to disappear, because you're understanding that you're coming from the right space, you're delivering a message from the right space, but you're wanting to speak your truth, and that's very important to you. You're absolutely wanting to speak your truth at this time. So let's have a look at your soulmate's challenge. If they could overcome this challenge, then it would help them on their journey at this current time. Thank you. Aries soulmate's challenge. Daisy. Daisy. The Four of Pentacles. So this is very much a card of not letting go of something, being attached to something, being worried about finances, being worried about where they are right now. And do you see here, there you are, do you see their face? It's a very sad, pensive face wherever they are right now. They're holding on with their heart chakra. They're holding on to you, to whatever this situation is with you. They're holding on tightly, my darling. They're very protective of it again, very protective of that pentacle. And it's for fear if they lose that, then they've lost you. So whatever that pentacle is, whatever that connection is with you, they're very scared energetically of losing it, because, thank you, Spirit, because that shows to me that they need to try and control things the whole time in order to feel like they're in control. And one of the most beautiful lessons from the universe is when you let go and you release the control, which is out of fear. When you let go and release, all sorts of amazing, wonderful things start happening, because the universe, God, Spirit can step in and help and take over, because everything happens for our greatest good. And this person is on this sort of wall of China, this great wall of China. So it's almost like, you know, they feel there is only one way forward and one way back. But actually with the universe, there's so many different amazing ways of our life path and the evolvement of our, you know, the evolution of our journey. But there are fears there, and there is concerns there, whether it is financial concerns or otherwise. There are concerns there. There's a heavy weight on them at this time. They feel a heaviness at this time. Okay, so let's have a look at your challenge that, if you could overcome, would help you on this journey as well. Thank you. Aries challenge. Thank you, Spirit. So you've got the King of Wands here. It doesn't matter if you're a female, you're in that King of Wands energy. So that King of Wands energy, you're very focused on this soulmate at this time. And that's love, you know, that's, you have a huge amount of love for them. You have a huge amount of passion for them. But at this time, you're going around in circles. You're almost catching your tail. You're thinking a great deal about them. You're not necessarily doing anything about it, but you're thinking a great deal about them, and are not quite sure what to do or how to do it. It's that sort of lizard you can see in the card, sort of going round and round in circles at this time. And what Spirit is asking you to do here is to stand back like the lizard at the King of Wands' feet, and observe what is happening, and with that appreciation and understanding, why is this happening for me? What am I meant to be learning from this? You have a huge amount of love for your soulmate, and there's a lot of however you want to reach out to them as the Knight of Swords. You want to do it from a place of truth, as I said, and clarity, but you want to do it from a place of peace, and that's what that wand represents with the olives. You want to do it from a place of peace. You are thinking a great deal about them. Thank you, Spirit. You have, there is so much love there, but you don't want to step you don't want to step forward. You want to rush forward in one way, but the other way, you're so nervous about doing that because you don't want to fall over yourself. You feel like if you were to say something, it would worry you about how it was. There is something with this King of Wands, and he has his foot on that cloak, which the cloak represents your heart chakra. And it's like it's stopping him from coming forward. And that's your challenge, is to trust your knowing. Thank you, Spirit. To trust your knowing, to trust that clarity, to trust those receiving thoughts that you get that give you that aha moment. Trusting your knowing is trusting in God. Trusting your knowing is trusting in yourself. It's believing in yourself. We spend an awful lot of time looking for apologies, the phone went there for a second. We spent an awful lot of time looking sometimes for justification, approval from others, and this is about you trusting in your knowing and what you understand about the situation. So let's have a look now at what led to this situation. So I'm going to be pulling a card from the Tarot Illuminati for this as well. Thank you, Spirit. What led to this with Aries and their soulmate in the recent past? Thank you. That wanted to come out. It's the Page of Swords, and again that wants to come out, so I am going to take it. I feel with this, and you've got the Hierophant. Thank you. I feel with this card, with the Page of Swords, that there's been a what I'm first feeling with this is that you've gone from the Page of Swords to the Knight of Swords. So you have evolved, you've shifted and changed. I feel in the past that you didn't feel that you were able to speak your truth. I didn't feel that you were able to there was a nervousness, a sort of walking on eggshells, and there was a lot of loud noise around you, whatever that may mean with the seagulls. There was a lot of squawks, there's a lot of other people's opinions, there was a lot of just other energies around you, which didn't help. But this past that you had with them, whatever that was, it was part of your transformation, but because the sword here, you've got the butterfly on it. And so, thank you, Spirit, when you were able to speak, I think you were able to say things, Spirit was giving you the tools, trying to give you the tools to shift and change yourself, because that butterfly represents transformation. You've got the Hierophant here, and the Hierophant is talking about marriage, a partnership, a commitment, but it's also about, I'm seeing the lamb, the sort of sacrificial lamb. I feel that you lost yourself in this relationship for a while. I feel, you know, we can all lose ourselves in relationships when we try to do so much to help another, to please another, to be that person that we feel they want us to be. But actually, we're just who we are. And when we come home to ourselves and understand that, then everybody else energetically around us falls into balance. They may have to leave our lives if we're not energetically connected with them, or new people may come in. But whatever this relationship was, you've got these two keys crossed. There was a lot of mirroring going on. And I believe that you've come to an understanding of that now. I'm fascinated with the Seven of Wands, about this defensiveness there as well, about not letting go. There is a lot of connection between you, and I'm not sure what happened here. I'm not sure what happened here. All I can show you is that they're not letting go of you, and you are thinking an awful lot about them. And I feel that this has been a long-term relationship, commitment, marriage, whatever has happened, but there's been a lot of interference in your relationship in the past and currently in the present as well. So I don't know if they are married to somebody else and you both have had a relationship, or you're married to them and I'm fascinated. I'm now seeing, yes, there's been choices in trust, in love, because I'm seeing the Lover's card here. So there is choices here. So let's have a look at what their desires are, their aspirations, their intentions towards you at this time. Thank you, Spirit. I'm going to pull one more card actually for the past there. Thank you, Spirit. Can you explain more about the Page of Swords and the Hierophant? Thank you. You've got here the Five of Swords. There we go. So there was something that ended. There was something where somebody walked away. There's been a lot of hurt in this, a lot of emotion. Somebody's walked away. The person who's standing there, and it's been out of self-love as well. The person who's walked away, if that's you, has walked away out of self-love. You're holding there 3 swords. Do you see? Which is both heartache, heartbreak. It was a painful thing to do, but at your feet you've got 2 swords, which is that clarity and truth. And at the time you weren't yet ready to pick them up because you were holding the heartache. You had to go through that process, and that's what's happened. Okay, so let's have a look at your soulmate's intentions towards you. Thank you. Aries soulmate's intentions. Thank you, Spirit. 2 of Cups. And I'm going to just pull one more card. Oh, they've given me 2 more. Wow. Okay, my darling. On the bottom of the deck, you've got 9 of Cups. You've got the wish fulfillment. So this very much is, I don't think they're doing anything about this at the moment, because this particular 9 of Cups, he's standing there, slightly defensive, but he knows what he wants, but he's not doing anything about it. But you've also got this 2 of Cups. Okay, and there's 2 more cards I'm going to come on to. This particular 2 of Cups for me is 2 people who are not seeing each other. They're not looking at each other. You're both mirroring each other with this Hierophant. Do you remember I talked about here in the past? And again, these snakes here talk about a rebirth, a shedding of old skin. Both snakes are completely looking at one another. Now, snakes can't hear. It's very interesting where you've got a lot of defensiveness and loyalty and protectiveness and wanting to rush in, this Knight of Swords. Snakes can't hear. They have a direct perception of sight. And this is about your third eye. This is a reminder to you about trying to see this situation and your soulmate as well. If it's about trying to see this situation with your soul's direct perception, without all the noise around you. Snakes are incredibly, they can sense danger, they can move away very quickly, and that's from that direct perception. It's not because they can hear it. So it's about drowning out the noise around you, drowning out what's being said around you about you and your soulmate, trusting in your knowing about it, and understanding that these soulmate journeys come into our lives to help us shift and change and evolve. Every relationship is for the evolution of our soul, and soulmates we feel so much for, that they trigger in us those things that we haven't healed from, those conditioned behaviors, those unhealed wounds that lie within. Anything that goes back to your childhood, that inner child in you, that forms the basis of a lot of our behavior. These 2 soulmates, they're not wanting to see the other. So maybe there are things that you and they are doing where you are mirroring each other, but neither of you at this time is wanting to see that in the other. So it's about observing what's happened and taking accountability. And I mean that from a really nice space. I mean that from a forgiving yourself and understanding that you may have been triggered with certain things because of old wounds, just like they have done as well. You are being given strength here with the Lion here too. There is a lot of love here. And you've got the Peacock there, which represents again that third eye chakra, and also about shedding unwanted behaviors, as is in the shedding of the feathers. You've got the Four of Swords So this is, remember, this is their intentions, their desires towards you. The Four of Swords, they want, so they need healing time. You need healing time. And you can't heal in the environment where you got hurt. So they need that space and time to go through what they're going through, just like you do too. But I'm also seeing this, that they want to, and I don't know if this is consciously or subconsciously, but this Two of Cups and this Four of Swords is very much wanting to heal whatever it is that's been hurt between you, wanting to heal the relationship between you. It is a journey. I feel that you are a mother, and I also feel there's a lot of inner child work that needs to be happening here. What's interesting about this Four of Swords is that, you know, these three swords, they represent mind, body and spirit healing. But it's also, for me, the Three of Swords represents that heartache that's happened in order for this shift and change and healing to occur. And that sword that they've yet to pick up, that's that understanding, that clarity, that truth. But at the time, there is silence between you. Now, this wanting to heal this relationship between you, Spirit's making this very clear. They see you as the Queen of Pentacles, and it's a reminder to you to see yourself as the Queen of Pentacles, okay? This extraordinary, extraordinary person. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who has gone through a great deal. They have come to a place of understanding. They have come to a place of finding themselves again. They've come to a place of self-love, self-worth, knowing you're a good catch, knowing that you don't have to rush into any decision, knowing that I feel you spiritually growing and shifting and changing, or manifesting a lot consciously as well. Things are coming into your existence, your 3D, that you don't have attachments for, and they're happening very fast. There's something magical happening for you at this time. And the hare in this card also reminds me not just about being a good catch, but about the tortoise and the hare story. It's about the journey, it's not about that destination. It's about what happens to you on your journey and how you are in every single moment of being, and being grateful. I am, the two most powerful words you can use. I am, and what you put after it is incredibly powerful. So, and you're very, very, you're seeing things from that sense of knowing, that claircognizance, that third eye is opening up as well. So that's beautiful. Because of this Knight of Swords, you sort of want to bear all. You want to tell and bear all, and rush forward. And Spirit is sort of reminding you that if you do that, do it from that place of truth, do it from that place of love for yourself, do it. And if you're not sure of the words and you do want to say something and it feels right, say thank you before you speak. Say thank you for the right words, and open your mouth and allow the words to come, and they will come from the right space. So that's incredibly lovely to see. And also what I've just seen has come out is the Princess of Wands, which is the Page of Wands. So this is a message, this Page of Wands. The wind is blowing against this Page of Wands, this Princess of Wands. So again, there's that reticence about coming forward, almost like would they get pushed back? And there has been an ending here with the mountains. I'm sorry about my dog snoring. We'll just have to ignore her. And maybe you can't hear it, but she seems very loud to me. So that's beautiful. There's an awful lot of desires and aspirations they have there. Whatever has happened, my darling, there is regret. Whatever has happened, they can't let go. They can't let go at this time. Okay, let's have a look to see what their next few steps are on their journey, and then the next few steps for you. So next few steps for Aries, please. Thank you. Thank you, Spirit. Next few steps for Aries. Thank you. 7 of Cups. Okay, so this is an interesting card for them to have here. And again, at the bottom of the deck, you've got the Nine of Cups again. They have to go through the Seven of Cups first. So everything happens for us. Every experience happens for us. Remember that. And so whatever experience they're going through at this time is to show them contrasts, to show them what they don't want, as well as what they do want. They are open to it. This is a lovely card when you see that their arms are sort of back, and whatever's happening, they're open to whatever's happening to them. They're listening. They're starting to see things. And it's almost like they want that it's like the fool standing on the top of the mountain there. They want to take that leap of faith, but there is fear attached. There is almost not an ignorance wants to, it's like sometimes they want, there's always this confusion. Sometimes they hear it, and sometimes they don't want to know it. But they can't ignore it. They can't ignore it. And I think there's a lot of dreams going on as well. So let's have a look at you, my darling. What is in your next few steps of your journey for Aries? Thank you. Wow, that flew out. So you've got the Ten of Wands. So whatever's happening in this next few steps, you are coming to the end of a cycle with this. The Ten of Wands is about, again, releasing things. It's about letting go of things that no longer serve you, letting go of the feelings of responsibility, of energies around you. Remember, sometimes when you're feeling in a place, say you're feeling very happy, you're feeling in a good space, and then suddenly you feel in a bad space. That's not necessarily your energy. I want you to prod it. Think about it. Is this me? Is this who? This is not me. Why am I suddenly feeling this way? Remember that energies can be transferred very easily. So we're all energy, and energy doesn't lie. And so if somebody around you is not wanting to shift and change, they can energetically, without realizing it, just dump all that energy on you. It's also a reminder to you about having healthy boundaries, not taking on too much responsibility. I know you're incredibly loyal. I really feel that you're incredibly loyal, but it's about you loving yourself and learning to say no sometimes. And that's what this Ten of Wands is about. You're coming to the end of trying to make everybody else happy, trying to please everybody else. And it's about you coming in. And this is why you've got this Queen of Pentacles. But you yourself had to go through this journey in order to come to this space of understanding. I'm going to pull another card for you now in terms of more advice from Spirit for you in particular, how you can help yourself in this connection, whatever's happening with this connection, move forward. Thank you, please. Advice for Aries for this reading. I did see the Star card there. So you've gone through a great deal. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles, which is lovely. And they're asking me to pull one more card too. The Knight of Pentacles is a reminder that everything happens at exactly the right time. The Knight, as we know, is the only knight that crosses the finishing line. The Knight is somebody who comes with sincerity, with honesty, with grounding, with really wanting to make a sincere offer. The Knight is about movement. It's about change in your life. If this is your soulmate returning, they will be coming back at exactly the right time. It's about you having patience and understanding divine timing and everything. And that if you want it now, if it's not happening now, it's because you're being protected. And that actually, while this is happening, it's to allow you to heal and grow and shift and change and learn to love yourself in an extraordinary way, in a very healthy, balanced way. The Knight of Pentacles says to me, with you as the Queen of Pentacles, that your soulmate is going through that change. They still don't feel, whoever this may be for you, worthy of you because they're the knight and you're the queen. But they are coming with sincerity and honesty. And again, I just keep seeing that Nine of Cups because it is their wish fulfillment. I'm going to pull one more card, please. Thank you. And you've got the Hermit card. So whatever's happening now, there is a silence between you, and there will, do you see the Knight coming very, very sincerely, and here is the Hermit shining their light. So thank you, Spirit. whatever work you're doing on yourself, whatever you're doing with your healing, energetically, your soulmate is feeling that. Energetically, you're becoming that beacon of light, the Spirit saying that beacon of light for them. You just keep shining your light, my darling. You just keep doing you. You just keep being this Queen of Pentacles. That Hermit card is about going within. It's about listening to yourself, understanding all the answers lie within. It's about deep reflection, and it's about onion peeling, which is a very uncomfortable thing to do, as you know, but it's through that we go through an extraordinary transformation. And they will be coming, and you see the olives in the card there, they will be coming with such a feeling of peace as well. It's beautiful. Okay, so let's have a look at an outcome for you at this time. I'm going to pull one card from each of the decks. Thank you. Aries, outcome, please, Spirit. Thank you. This is just with current energies and how they are right now. Thank you. So you've also got the Prince of Wands has come out. And thank you, Spirit. One more card, please. Thank you for outcome. Thank you. Right, well, you've got the Wheel of Fortune has come out, as well as, bless them, the Page of Pentacles. So this is very interesting. You've got the Page of Pentacles, you have the Knight of Pentacles. So what is happening is there is a message coming to you. Pages represents messages, messages of transition from one to another. This Page of Pentacles, he's standing on his cloak, so there is that slight fear of coming forward, falling over again. It might be in a way that you would least expect this message, because there's a sort of feather in his cap. So if he's coming to you with a feather in his cap, it's a sort of expression about coming with an apology, coming, however that's coming. Thank you, Spirit. But what you're a reminder of, that the more work you do within, the more work you do in this time that you're in, the more you're helping. Do you remember I said about a beacon of light? So your soulmate goes from being the page to the knight because of the work you're doing. You help lift them up energetically. This Prince of Wands, it is still your soulmate. It's just that other other side to them that has the fear, has the nerves. This is not a player energy in this card for me. This is somebody who, because they're in this page position, it's just that, as I said, that feather in the cap, and there are the feathers again on the Knight of Wands. I'm going to pull one more card for you on this one. Thank you, Spirit. One more, please, for the Prince of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. Thank you. Outcome. And the Prince, this is beautiful. The Prince is facing the Princess here as well. Thank you, Spirit. Saw the Four of Wands wanted to come out. Thank you. Whatever's going to happen, whatever this outcome is, it's going to be, it's for your greatest good. This is the happiest card on the deck. So Spirit is saying, don't worry about it. Let it go. Let go, let God. Understand that your soulmate and you are going through a journey at the moment. You are reaching an end of a cycle. What's coming in for you is extraordinarily happy. It's going to make you very happy. I feel that there are a soul family that have come in for you, that are helping you at this time, and you will have in the future. Your soulmate is going through a shift and a change at the moment. And a lot of that is because they can't let go. Where they thought they might have been able to let go, they can't let go. And this wheel is turning in your favor. And what the Spirit is reminding me to say is that you can either hang on to the edge of the wheel and go around really, really fast, up and down, that roller coaster of life, or you can center yourself, just like the center of the wheel, and center yourself in that place of knowing, understanding, learning to love yourself, letting go. And when you center yourself in that center, things don't tend to move so fast and so dramatically, because you are that own piece. You're the cornerstone of what's happening around you. You are the center of your own universe. You create your reality, but it's all happening for you. And that's what the wheel represents here. I'm going to pull some of my beautiful Spirit Song Tarot for you, Aries, just to kind of get an overall, just some more messages for you. So any other messages for Aries, please, regarding this reading? Thank you, Spirit. Anything else? Thank you. So you've got the shadow work, which the shadow work here is the devil. But for me, this card, and I will pull some more because we've also got the magician as well. This is about, this devil card is about self-empowerment, okay, as well. And this is the jackal here. So what this is saying is whatever's happening at the moment with you and your soulmate, okay, my darling, this is about doing that shadow work, because it's only through that work on ourselves, it's only going through that dark night of soul, it's only going through that period of uncomfortableness that we can literally have. It's about rebirth. It's about seeing things from a different perspective. It's about understanding how protected and how supported we are, and how this is all for us, happening for us. And it's about, thank you, Spirit, accepting all sides of yourself too. In relation to, remember I talked about that at the beginning with the Hierophant. It's about accepting all sides and forgiving, because everybody does things from their own lens of life. Everybody does things from their own conditioned behaviors that they may or may not be aware they're doing. And when you become that sort of observer of that, then you don't let it control you anymore. You control it. You decide. I'm deciding today to be happy or sad or frustrated or angry. That's always your choice. So that is wonderful. There is a huge amount going on, and you had the magician at the bottom of the deck, which was represented here by the raven. And this magician is just that whole thing about recreating yourself anew every day through your own willpower. And that's what Spirit is saying. That's just to clarify the shadow work that's been done at this time. I'm just going to pull one more card for you. Thank you, Aries, or two, whatever they want to come out. Beautiful. Okay, magician on the bottom of the deck again with the raven. So that's just lovely. This is the next card on from the Fool. And this is absolutely, you hold all the tools within you. As I said, you can recreate yourself anew every single day. And I really believe you're understanding this. And by understanding that, you're unleashing your full potential and power. You can manifest consciously or subconsciously all the time. Decide to manifest consciously. And don't fear failure. Really don't. Trust in you. Trust in yourself. Trust in your passions. You're the King of Wands here. This is amazing. Trust in your passions, whatever you want to do. You've got a huge amount of happiness coming in, and the wheel is turning in your favor. And look what's also come out. Ace of Cups. This is another message, this is new cycle coming in for you. And this Ace of Cups is represented by the turtle here. And it's about happiness and abundance. Now, aces, again, are divinely guided, divinely protected, divinely given. And it's whether we choose to see them or not. The turtle moves like the tortoise and the hare, and the Knight of Queen of Pentacles moves at a pace that is good for her, slow. And it's a very enjoyable pace. So this is a reminder for you not to rush this journey. Reminder for you about trusting your inner vision. Turtles live for a very long time. So this may have been a journey that's been going for a while for you, but with that, you're gaining that huge amount of wisdom as well. And turtle shells represent home, don't they? They represent that. We always sort of like tortoises, it's their house. So thank you, Spirit. This is a journey about you coming home to yourself. And that is such a powerful thing to be able to do, to come to that place of completely accepting yourself, completely loving yourself, understanding that you and only you create your feelings, understanding your connection through your soul to God, the universe. It's a beautiful, and turtles have been around for absolutely ever. So this is a fantastic reading, and I hope, Aries, it has helped whoever it has resonated with. I'm going to be moving straight after these monthlies into the weekly readings. But in the meantime, have a rest of a lovely weekend, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Take care, my darlings. Bye-bye.